Welcome to Rebel Squadron. The Empire is spreading terror across the galaxy, and we need your help to break its iron grip.
It is time to bring the pain, recruit.
Get out of bed, recruit. This is your 3 a.m. wake-up call. It's time to spit polish those boots, because graduation is coming up fast. Alright, so there's actually two different types of stores. There's the store where you're going to spend, you have the option to spend quite a bit of real money. And then you have your shipment store. There's all kinds of different types of currencies that you can use to buy all kinds of different things. We'll start off with the regular shipment store. As you can see, you've got some basic gear components that you can buy for credits. My suggestion is to buy these every single day that you're playing. You can never have too much of those, too many gear components, no matter how useless they might be on the surface, because you can use them in that scavenger table. And yeah, so I would definitely hit those. Plus, you have a daily objective where you need to buy 3 items in the shipment store. Now, everything else in here is going to cost crystals, so that's entirely up to you. If you're gunning really hard for a specific character or ship, this, and if you don't really spend crystals on anything else, this is a good place to spend them. You know exactly what you're going to get, and you're gonna get what you want in this case. And then there's the weekly shipment, which if you see mascara for Rebel Pathfinder is maxed out, so if I buy those shards, then I can convert them later. We'll get to that here in a minute. So that is an option where you can, if you need those extra character shards to convert, that's a good way to do it. You go through here. In this particular case, you're going to spend 1,000,000 credits on it. Now, the rest of the stuff you do need crystals for. So once again, now this has a much greater variety. As you can see here, you can pick up some of the scavenger opponents for the relic abilities. You got character shards, ship shards, ability component. Anything you can think of is pretty much in here. So just something to keep in mind when you're spending your resources. And then you have your Cantina Store. When you run Cantina campaigns, you're going to get Cantina tokens, and you can spend them here on shipbuilding materials, training droids, other ability materials. You got Cassian's U-Wing and several character shards. So my advice would be to pick the one you want to focus on, and you can either just keep buying their shards until you get them maxed out. But my advice would be get them unlocked, and then depending on what level rank they are, if you want to get them to a certain rank, do it. But focus on their gear, because gear levels are almost more important than rank levels. You can have like a 4 or 5 star ranked character with a high gear level, and they will outperform a 7 star with a poor gear level. So it's once again, it's another balancing act. Just keep that in mind as you're building up your character inventory, and just do what works best for you. I'm just trying to give you general advice, and take it and do whatever you want with it. It's your game, and you're here to have fun. So, and then we go over to the guild store. And this uses guild tokens, which you earn through your guild. Once again, the guild play comes in very handy. It's very important. I definitely recommend it. You get different types of gear, character shards, ship shards, and it does change from day to day. Java Engineer, for example, you can only get him in this store, unless maybe he might pop up in like the shipments or something. But 99% of the time, this is where you're gonna find him, and he's not there every single day. So it took a long time to get that guy to max rank. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And once again, yeah, you're gonna want to find a good guild as early as possible. There's different levels. There's laid back guilds, there's hardcore guilds where they will, micromanage every little thing about your account, and those are generally like the really high level guilds. Personally, I prefer a more laid back approach where it's a laid back type of environment, but we still get things done, and that's the type of guild that I've been in for the last 4 years now. So overall, I've been pretty happy with them, and there's a lot of great people in there. So find the guild that works for you, because guild life, it can be great or it can be miserable, and if it's miserable, it's not worth it. So make sure you're happy with your guild, and make sure that you're giving to the guild and getting back what you need from them. So then we'll go on to the Squad Arena Store, which utilizes arena tokens that you get in, you guessed it, Squad Arena. So that's part of your daily objectives. You want to make sure you're hitting those every day. Time willing, of course. Life comes first. Never forget that. It is just a game. But when you're playing, if you're having fun with it, try to maximize as much of this as you can for the best results as far as your gameplay goes. So you can pick up credits, and you get these prestige tokens for your capital ships. Now, all of my capital ships are maxed out, so right now I'm just hoarding them. I've got 583, as you can see. So whenever I get a new capital ship, I should have plenty of tokens to be able to help boost their abilities. Now, it took a long time to get to this point, so once again, you gotta be patient. But once you get there, you get to that 85 in the end game, it's a completely different game, and it's a whole different experience. It's a great one. So it's a great game as far as gaming goes, especially phone games. Phone games are kind of hit or miss, pretty hit or miss. This one's definitely one of my favorites. So as you can see, all kinds of character shards. It's the same every day. Focus on the one you want to build up first, and then, because if you hop around too much trying to unlock these guys, it's gonna take you forever. And like I said, you want to focus on, unless you're like really casual player and you have certain characters that you love, and you really want to just get them unlocked and get them, play with them and everything. If you're looking to be a bit more competitive, if you spread yourself out too thin like that, it's going to take a long time, and then your GP is gonna be bloated, and when you hit Grand Arena, it's going to make it tougher. So once again, just stuff to keep in mind as you're playing the game over time. Been doing this for 4 years and learned a lot in just the last year alone that I kind of wish I had known or paid attention to a few years ago. So yeah, just stuff to keep in mind there. Alright, recruit, so now we're getting to the Galactic War Store. You get galactic tokens, you get the ships available, they change every day, and several characters that you can pick up shards for. So once again, now the ships do change, but the characters don't. And see, if you're looking for specific ships, you got to keep an eye on that. But so it just takes a bit of diligence. If life comes first, life comes first. Don't stress out about it. And then we have the mod store. So this is going to become important later on, especially towards the end of the game. Once you hit those max levels, max ranks and whatnot, you're going to need the mods to help take your characters to a different level and make them more competitive. So you have the option of refreshing this for 15 crystals. That's really not bad. The downside being is these mods are completely random, and it can be very difficult to get the mod that you want. So if you're really intent on building up your mod inventory with useful mods, this is something you're going to want to get good at, get familiar with. and pay attention to every day. And yeah, just one of the many things, one of the many different options in this game. So, oh, and just so you know, I will be doing a mod video, and in case you're interested, just to give you my experience with the mods and whatnot, and try to give you some tips on what to look for and how to use them. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. If you haven't subscribed, you know, you get a better chance of catching that when it comes out. So yeah, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. All right, so next we got the Fleet Arena Store. This is where Rebel Squadron loves to shop. So yeah, as you can see, the big one is going to be your Zeta materials. As you do the Fleet Arena, the higher you get, the more of these tokens you're going to get, and the easier and faster it's going to be to get these Zeta materials. These are vital for endgame. Your characters are going to need these to unlock the most powerful abilities and just really make them like legitimate powerhouses within the game. And then you also have your Mark III ability material, several fleet and character shards. So, now, it's been a while, but I think some of these do change every day. If that's correct, you know, once again, you want to keep an eye on it to catch the ones that you're really looking for. Oh yeah, and sometimes instead of like the Mark III, there will be the Megas. So this is a really good place to pick up Zeta and Omega materials. And you do need the Omegas to help unlock some of their more powerful abilities. Not quite as impactful as the Zetas, but just as important.
Nice job there, recruit. I can actually see my face in that shine. Hang in there. You only have one more week to go to graduation.
Recruit dismissed, for now.